talked the other night after the loss against San Antonio about getting off to a good start and how much that mattered. Like, how much did you shoulder that tonight?
I would say a lot, just trying to, just set the tone, that just coming in there, whether it's attacking. And, tonight, like I always say, it could be scoring, it could be different things. Defense, tonight was just setting the tone and, shots were falling early and continuously, making the right plays and, having an idea of how they're going to guard me, having played them already. So in the playoffs, so kind of having that knowledge coming into it, helped definitely. But just as a leader, just sometimes you got to come out there and just do it yourself, and I didn't do it alone, but kind of setting that tone from the jump. Darius Garland came out phenomenal, coming out, making two shots, two great plays, right to set the tone, getting stops defensively, and then we all follow suit. And Lamar Stevens, man, he played a hell of a game, and I said to Serena, it's weird to say you held somebody to 30, but he made Luka work for 30 points, and he's MVP candidate, hell of a player, and Mar did a really good job on him.
You mentioned seeing Dallas in the playoffs. Obviously, everybody knows that story.
Yeah.
How much juice was there to this game because of that history?
It could have been them. It could be anybody. I think for me, it's just understanding that at the end of the day, they're kind of the reason why I'm in Cleveland. Like they did a great job on the playoff series. So I'm thankful and I'm here. I'm glad to be here. But in the same token, like I said, it's just recognition. I've played them a bunch of times in my career, played them 6 times in the playoffs with intense focus on different things and, obviously different personnel here, so I'm able to find gaps. And I was kind of telling these guys and how they're going to attack me, how they're going to approach the second half. I didn't shoot as much in the second because I knew they were going to start, blitzing and trying to take me out the game. But everybody did a great job. But, I wouldn't say that, it's, like I'm coming in like, all right, cool, we see these guys again and we got to, be ready for them. But for me, like I said, just trying to set the tone. I think more of it was just setting the tone after the San Antonio loss than coming in here worried about last year. And last year honestly made me just a better player, as a whole. And, you take those lessons and you learn and you implement them in the game.
Jonathan, we're about a week and a half. Week and a half away from Dirk's statue going up. Just thoughts.
You said Dirk?
Dirk's statue's going up on Christmas Day.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
dope.
dope.
About that, and then also favorite memory. Watching.
It's gonna be weird. Obviously Dirk's a Hall of Famer. One of the best to play this game. My memory that comes to my mind at first is he tried to post me up in Utah and I got a steal. I think it was like my rookie year or something. And I always forever keep that. I got a steal on Dirk and I only played against him I think for 1 year, 2 years, so I didn't get much time. And that was the older Dirk. But being able to say I got a stop in the post on Dirk, I'm gonna count it as a stop. So I think that's my biggest memory, and he deserves it, man. Look what he's done in his career. I was a LeBron, Heat, D-Wade fan, and he gave me some sleepless nights, as a fan. So, it's pretty dope what he's done for here and how the community, how the organization showed him love right back. That's ultimately what it's about in sport, and he's one of the best players to ever play this game.
Anything else about him?
You talked about Lamar and the defense and Luka. You had a lot of matchups against Luka. Can you speak to just how good of an effort that was from Lamar tonight?
I think the biggest thing I take away is his discipline. I've seen Royce O'Neal, who's obviously one of my best friends. He's gone at it, and it's been positive games. There's been games where Luka's had good games, and I've seen those battles. So watching a guy like Lamar, who's I wouldn't say younger, but not as experienced in that way, guarding Luka from a playoff standpoint, from a mental standpoint, and to see him come out there like this against one of the top players in our league, that's huge, and I think that's a big step for him. Everybody's going to point to the 18 and 11, but I'm looking down and just seeing how he's just making Luka work, man, and continuously work and find ways to, make it tough. And obviously Luka's going to find a way to get 30 and whatever, but to see a guy like Mar take that challenge on a nightly basis, come out there ready to go, He's doing it, and you're seeing it, and it's putting a lot of work in. And, on the offensive end, he's coming in and still making shots, still making the right plays. And, like I said a few weeks ago, he's holding guys accountable in the huddle, to be able to guard Luka and then come in and still have the energy to be able to talk and, only have, 2 fouls? Like, that's tough to do, and, credit to him.
On the other end, what does it do for you guys offensively to get 18 from him?
A lot. He was in the right spots. He only had 1 3, but he took 6. I tell him to shoot it every time he can because him and Isaac are the first ones in the gym every day shooting threes. And they're continuously working at their craft. And then you see him slash and see him get into the bucket. He's a great finisher in the paint. Gets to his mid-range, which was a signature at Penn State for him. So just being able to see him continuously excel on that end, and teams are gonna leave him open. He's gonna make him pay, and that's we trust him, and we all tell him that. And on a continuous basis, you're seeing different things from him on the offensive end, whether it's getting to the rim, hitting threes, making the right plays, dribbling up to a handoff to a roll. Like he's doing so many different things that are high level from an intellectual standpoint. That's shows that his growth, just throughout this season from the time I've known him.
Real quick, how dangerous do you think you and DG could be at your full potential?
I think we could be very dangerous, but I said this at my press conference. At the end of the day, it's going to take time. We gotta go out there and put the work in. On paper, it looks good and well, and but I think at the end of the day, we have both continuous growth. Myself and him, and just finding ways to play off each other, and we're finding that we're doing, and we can. And the crazy part is we can be better, and I think that's something that we're continuously working on. Whether it's watching film, it's continuously working together on the court, But our chemistry off the floor and on the floor is easy, and it makes it easier when you have a guy just as unselfish as you are to continue to find a way to make plays and continue to lead this group.